Guys, I've got a big update on the Chrisean Rock situation in this video. More and more rumors are flying around. More and more little pieces of evidence are coming together that people think is her self-snitching on these situations that she has been brought into. And just to be very, very clear, I want to make it just very obvious at the start of this video. These are all rumors, all right? Nobody knows for sure if Chrisean Rock is actually responsible for the things that they're saying that she might have done. These are all internet rumors that should be taken with a pinch of salt. This is a bunch of opinions and third-party, theories that are going around. I'm not saying definitively that she did it, but it's very interesting, the information that's going around, and it paints a picture that could make you believe that she might be responsible for some of these things. Now, I think that there will be an update soon from the authorities. She said that she had spoken to detectives. She said that they said she wasn't a person of interest, but then again, I don't think the detectives are under any obligation to tell the truth, especially if you are the subject of an investigation. So I think that when we find out what is going on from the official authorities, we're going to know for sure. But without further ado, the theories that are going around are pretty crazy. So the first thing that I want to show you is this very kind of dark clip that is going around. They're saying that Chrisean Rock actually talked about a apparent dream that she had just before her baby daddy, Ronnie, passed away or was murdered. And again, just to make it clear, this whole theory that's going around is basically like, the idea is that he just mysteriously got murdered while he was running around saying that it was his kid that Chrisean had. Chrisean is adamant that the child is Blueface's. She basically apparently was standing to gain millions of dollars in a Zeus network deal that was based on the fact that she had had a child with Blueface, and she was basically refusing anybody a paternity test, allegedly. Okay, so this is a clip that's going around, okay, and basically she's repeatedly denying that he was the father of her child, and we're going to see in a minute some more backstory from Blueface and what he thought of the allegations that the kid Junior is his.
You got the news, you were like, what?
So the crazy thing is, the night before, I never told nobody this, but my little brother, he called me. My little brother called me and was like, Chrisean died. I'm like, damn. But when I said damn, it felt like deja vu because that night I had a dream. And it was about, it was this guy, he was sitting on the front step, and he was like talking crap at me. I'm like, leave me alone, what are you doing? And then Chrisean comes around the corner and shoots him, and then the cops is running after. But when he shot him, I felt it, like I don't know, it was weird. Like the guy died, and then the cops was running after him, and then I woke up like, what the hell, what was that for?
But this is a dream.
Yeah, it was a dream. So then when my little brother told me like what happened to him, I'm like, whoa, I felt it. Like, I'm like, I felt like I was there or something. It was weird. And I was like, damn.
That was messed up.
Like, he left soon, too soon.
Did you know
right
his
before
family?
His birthday. Yeah, I did. He's the only boy in his family.
Oh, wow.
Like, his mom, he got 2 sisters, his mom, his grandma. They all love him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I hate that. So he passed away. You got the news. You were like,
So she talking about the day before he was killed, she had a dream that she was with him when he killed somebody who was getting chased by the cops. And then when her brother told her that he'd been murdered, she was like, she said she had deja vu. She said she had deja vu. What? You mean she felt like she heard that news before? Like she already knew? What? What? Okay. So in another clip that I've shown you guys previously, all right, Blueface alleged that Chrisean had actually talked on the phone right before Ronnie's death. Listen to this.
So Tasiki was here on the show. We interviewed her, and I think she said she kind of like hinted at she thought Chrisean may have had something to do with Ronnie dying. What do you think about that?
I don't know about that. To be honest, I don't know anything about that. All I know is she said that he called her. They were in contact before this happened. That's the only red flag I could see. Somebody comes out and says, hey, before this person died, they called me. And this and that. That's just kind of like,
Well, because you said she's a setup artist, so
that's what. From my knowledge, yeah, she's known to give addresses and do things and spare the moment, be very impulsive. That's from my knowledge. Now, as far as him calling her and them talking the night he died,
So what is the thing that makes all of you want to still be with her? Is it
right? It's a bit all right. She having deja vu. All right, and apparently they're having a conversation right before they talk about giving addresses. And look, I don't want to get the blame. All right, Jason Lee is on here asking questions, talking about I did a previous interview and they told me that they thought that she had something to do with it. So this is nothing new. I'm not the first person to speculate on this. Okay. Now, interestingly enough, someone who also spoke about Ronnie following his death in February 2025 was Blueface's manager, friend of the channel. All right, somebody that I respect very much. Mr. Wack 100, all right? I don't want this to go the wrong way, but this is what he had to say.
Listen to this.
You need to give them both a blood test. But since you want a clout chase, somebody played with your ass. So at the end of the day, I'm not no sheep. Because everybody else is, oh, his mama is, hey, listen. Anybody think about Wack's mama and daddy? Screaming out my name for somebody played with you. And you got your TV turned them off. They played with your ass. The cable man showed up and you didn't pay bill. That's it. You know what I'm saying? The cable man showed up and you didn't pay your bill. And let me let y'all know what happened. When you don't pay your bill, turn the TV off, turn the TV off. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off. And I'm letting everybody know out there, you slandered my name for no reason. You speak against me, disrespect me, I'm not going to have nothing but disrespect for you. I don't give a who here. I don't give a who know it. I ain't got no condolences or nothing. Straight up.
He said the kid.
So Wack said he got his TV turned off. Very disrespectful, okay? And he was saying that since he wanted to clout chase on him and disrespect him, he threw it back the same way. Now, that don't mean Wack 100 had nothing to do with nothing. But clearly, Ronnie had upset a few people. Now, just a few days after this, Wack and Adam would talk about Ronnie and the alleged beef between him and Wack and exactly, what that was all about. So let's see.
I don't know.
I'm going through it now. This dude, Ronnie.
That was your up. And yeah, you were.
But he wasn't.
When you posted about his death, you were basically like, I told him not to be playing with me.
No, listen, this is the thing. It's a lady the other day sent me some recordings.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I didn't know the dude.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't my op. I was like agreeing with him. I'm like, yo, he deserved to get a DNA test.
Uh-huh.
I can't have this dude was there, before we even knew who she was. He caught a murder, right?
He did.
Yeah.
Who did he kill?
Killed somebody behind Chrisean.
Oh, well, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, right. So for me to, shit. Hey, that's what that is. So, but it's crazy. But
you just noticed you saw that thing.
Yeah, but they sent me.
I wasn't gonna say.
They sent me this recording. So once I get the recording, bro, it's up. You know what I'm saying? The worms can eat your bitch ass up.
So he was going off on you, or
bro?
He had something planned for you?
Bro called me all kind of crazy ass names, and I'm like, God damn, what I do to him? I had no one. So the lady sent me the recording. So once I heard the recording, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know he felt like that about me. All I ever did was I agreed with him, like, bro, yeah, you should give him a blood test, but they feel like, well, Wack, I'm not sympathetic about none of that. You talking crazy while we both alive and you beat me to the grave, I'm gonna have my day.
So do you think that it's reasonable to expect that he actually was the father of this kid? I'm not like really that deep in this lore.
Listen, I do know he was involved with her at the same time.
Okay, so he was clapping her cheeks.
Definitely.
Okay.
She never denied that. Actually, he put out some footage. And but at the end of the day, I know they was going to court on the 10th of this month.
Really?
And they had to go to court. And I know he was kind of begging her to drop that case. And I'm hearing that he was kind of saying, if you don't drop this case, I'm going to have to expose the real on the murder.
Oh, okay, yeah, because he was posting a bunch of shit about threatening to expose her.
Yes, but this is what I heard. Well, check it out.
And I ain't said nothing, but he has his history.
Yeah, he's saying he never said nothing bad about you, which he hasn't. He's been advocating the same thing you have, and you dragged this man for nothing. Burning unnecessary bridges, dumbass. And I'm going to wring your fucking neck. You're going to get it together. What?
Oh, I gotta kiss his bitch ass. Like, fuck.
Quran. And when you look at it that way, you're 24, and this is where you need to grow up.
Bro, I don't like to kiss a rat ass, bro. That nigga a rat, bro.
Okay.
So listen,
how come they always call you a rat, but we never get the black and white?
Bro, they say all kind of shit. So at that point, it's like, Lil Ronnie, I hope the maggots is weighing your ass out. Hope they chopping on you the same way we were just chopping on this Blueface seafood at that point.
So look, anyone that's ever called Wack a rat, all right, no one's ever brought forward any paperwork, any proof. It's very easy to throw around accusations. And I know that is obviously something that Wack and anyone from the streets really takes as the utmost disrespect. And if you call someone a rat, you got to come at them with paperwork. Otherwise, you're just talking nonsense. Now, obviously, Ronnie was one of those people on the list of people that had leveled these, as far as we're aware, baseless accusations towards Wack. And so when he died, he really was not bothered at all. He was quite happy to mock and make fun of him and basically say he got his TV turned off, he can get eaten by the worms, which is very disrespectful. At the end of the day, he was a human being. But hey, he poked the bear, man. He played with the wrong one. If you say Wack's a rat, you got to deal with the smoke that comes with it. Now, here's the thing. He inferred in that clip that, the murder that Ronnie took under his belt, that he ended up beating on self-defense. The rumor was that Chrisean might have been the one responsible. Rumor, she's in an interview talking about the N-word I killed. I killed the N-word. Oops, I mean my boyfriend killed the N-word. So there's she herself has accidentally admitted this murder, right? You can't really say anything other than she has accidentally claimed responsibility for this murder. Now, towards the end of 2025, during a Clubhouse call, and Wack 100 is the king of Clubhouse, of course, he talked about how, in his opinion, eventually somebody would be snitching on Chrisean. Listen to this one.
Look, Ronnie was in the delivery room when she had the baby. This is why she went back to Baltimore to have a baby. Ronnie was dead, bro. Look at that baby. And look at Ronnie. Nigga, I'm talking about down to the 2 front teeth. It's crazy. Look, bro, there's gonna come a day where one of them little niggas gonna get caught and they're gonna use her as a get out of jail free card and they're gonna arrest Chrisean for the murder of Ronnie. Believe that. That's a fact. One of these little niggas, just like they did Jimmy Henchman, didn't nobody know until the niggas got booked on one thing and they told the police, Jimmy paid us to do this. It's only one way to control that, and the Italians showed you how to do that. And our politic ain't that deep. You know what I'm saying? You got to knock down the knockdowner. That's it. And really, the only way you can be thorough with that is you got to be the nigga knocking down the knockdowner. You know what I'm saying? It got to be you. Because if you send another nigga, now he got to get out of jail free because he had me do this to them. We begging for a test. It's only one reason the female. Man, if I ask my kid's mama for a test, she gon'. If I ask my kid's mama for a test, she'll cross her arms, tap her foot, and look at me and say, stupid. You want one right now? Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's only one.
So elsewhere in this interview, he would also say, all right, that basically he basically touched on the fact that Chrisean Rock and Ronnie had a court date right before his death. And as he said, he doesn't believe the kid is Blueface's. He thinks the kid looks like Ronnie, got the same front teeth. And the fact that she was refusing to give the paternity test is a humongous red flag.
Day long. Remember Ronnie went to jail? He was in the mall with her. Like, that's my baby, this, that, and other, right? So look what Ronnie did. She pressed charges on Ronnie that day. So that week, Ronnie had a court date with Chrisean Rock on Friday for the charges she pressed on Ronnie. Ronnie tells them on Monday, yeah, I got you, you stupid. You ain't smarter than me. Now that we gonna be in court, I can serve you the DNA subpoena. Right? He said, I don't give a fuck about the case you filed on me. I got you right there. I'm going to have them served in front of the judge. Lands Wednesday morning. This court date is supposed to be Friday that she got on Ronnie. Wednesday night, Ronnie dead in his driveway.
So did Blueface get a test?
She won't give it to us. We didn't try to listen. We didn't serve the. She act like she ain't served. You can't. It's only one name on that birth certificate. Only one. Hers.
So that video when they was like talking to her around the corner and the daddy was behind it like he was finna try to swipe it.
Y'all gotta stop believing everything.
Yeah, I just asked him about that.
Think about it. Like, do you really think a mother? You know that's a case, right? You do something like that without the parents' consent to a baby. That's a case.
So look, Wack 100 has been keeping it 100 from the very start. And since 2023, all the way back then, Blueface been saying this ain't his baby. He been saying it. He might have made a little joke here and there that some chick in a 10v1, a 20v1 looks like his baby. But realistically, he ain't been claiming this baby.
Who do you think is the true father of Chrisean Jr.? We keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? You my nigga, you know what I mean? So we keep it 100. What do you think?
I think it's her ex, honestly. They've been known to deal longer than we've been known to deal. While we was continuing to deal. I think the baby looks like him, honestly.
So you don't think the baby looks nothing like you at all?
What you think?
Man, I ain't really looked at the baby like that, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna take your word.
I got kids already, so it's like, you know, I'm expecting something. But it's scientifically proven. It's not my child. Swabbed them. Yeah, swabbed them. I got paid to do that first little issue, so if y'all not paying me, if somebody want to give me $100,000 to post a DNA test, shoot it.
So my thing is, since you did the swab, do we need to pull Maury in and have an actual episode with Maury and put you on there, you know what I'm saying, to let we know? What do you think about that?
So he been said that's not his child. And he's been consistent. So during his December 2025 DJ Vlad interview, Blueface talked about when Ronnie Doe confronted Chrisean at the mall and how that led to the court case and the court date where he was going to serve her with a subpoena for a DNA test in front of the judge. And then he suddenly dies. All of a sudden. Crazy.
Okay, so you're locked up. And then in early 2025, Chrisean's ex, Ronnie Doe, gets killed in Maryland. And before that happened, I remember he ran up on her at some store and was like, yo, that's my baby. I want to get a DNA test.
That's weird as shit. You don't You ran behind them. I'm trying to holler at you like a dog. The girl right here, the junior right here, weird as a bitch. You weird as shit. You weird as shit. What's wrong? You weird as shit. Ain't nobody stalking you. That's my fucking son. That's my fucking son. That's my fucking son. What you want to do? What do you want to do? I'm calling the cops. I don't give a fuck. Call him. Nobody touch you. Call him. Yeah. Police ass bitch. You a police ass bitch. You a police ass bitch. Time to go. You a police ass bitch. Excuse me, sir. Police ass bitch. Excuse me. You a fucking police bitch. Excuse me. You a fucking fed bitch. Excuse me. I need you out the nigga.
What did you think about all that?
She was slipping. I was at that time. I used to tell her like, just chill, like, you know, don't put yourself out there, you know. And she went against the grain, put herself out there, and, you know, boom, popped up. Right. It's crazy. I talked to her right before that happened. I talked to her. I said, what are you doing at the mall? Like, why are you in Baltimore? You're in your hometown. You just in the mall with the baby and some girl. Like, you don't think to have nothing, like, to protect yourself, to prevent anything.
Yeah.
So I hung up on her. I'm mad as fuck. You in the mall with the baby? Just, all right, you're a dumb bitch. Click. Hour later, video go up of this nigga chasing her around the mall. I'm like, see what I mean?
Now, shout out to Vlad. Vlad, I think Vlad has an inkling of what's going on. Obviously, Vlad's known for his great questions, his great research, all of those things. And elsewhere in the next part of this interview, Blueface would also discuss Chrisean posting the paternity test on the day of the murder. This is sus.
I mean, I be trying to tell her. She don't listen. Yeah. I be trying. Everything that happens to her, I literally tell her.
Well, yeah, I mean, Ronnie Doe gets killed, and then like right after he gets killed, she posts up like the DNA test, and everyone's like Wack said the DNA test doesn't look real, and there's something fishy about it.
They know it's fake. They called in and the number's real, but the number doesn't match the names. That's the thing they did on Zeus, the bullshit they did on Zeus. The baby was born in September. That test was done in May. Of 2020.
Well, hold on, but DNA. Oh, wait, baby before she was born.
Yeah,
the baby was born. I mean,
that was supposed to be a test they did on the baby while still in the womb.
I think that was like a name change type thing. You know, I don't think that was a DNA test.
Okay, but she made it look like that.
You know,
and now he's not there. So
I think when she went to go change his last name to Porter, you know, she put the alleged father's name. You know, that's why it says that, because they don't know for sure, because you're just coming in here trying to change somebody's last name, but you don't have the person here with you that you're trying to change the name to.
Yeah.
So I think that's what that paper was.
Sus, all right? Very, very sus. People in the comments, even 8 months ago, saying the baby looked like the guy who died. Vlad said, I went to the mall before. The security guard almost tripped on full, said his face looks like the side of a subway train. Justice for Geronimo Vasquez and Karen Khan. That baby ain't yours, man. Stop playing. Says you can tell as soon as you see Ronnie that that's his baby. It's simple. She named him Chrisean Rock Jr. because if she named him after one of them, the other dude would know what's up. One lie after another, Blue. That was the fake DNA test. Dudes don't chase behind kids that's not theirs. Ronnie was killed 2 days before his court date with Chrisean. People saying there never was a court date. That's bogus information. Says that's the story everyone got. Ronnie passed away before the court date to get a paternity test done through the court since Chrisean wanted to play games. People are saying there's no evidence he had a court date. Nothing was shown on the internet showing a court date. Rumors don't count. Definitely not his real father. Ronnie Doe, definitely that kid's parent. Look at photos side by side. Then you got Chrisean posting, see what happens when you talk about my baby on IG Live after he gets shot dead. Very sus. All right, it's so sus. That's the same dumbass paper Blue read on that Zeus show and questioned himself. We have to ask, why is he lying for this girl? What does he know? I swear someone needs to get copies of their phone calls when he was in prison. Vlad, can you get them focusing on the date around Ronnie's passing? They investigated already and he's clear. The rumor is that she was trying to frame Blue for this. That's what's the craziest part. But anyway, Jessica West obviously has been brought up quite a lot related to this. She was a media and artist manager who was working with Ronnie Doe and basically talked about how Ronnie knew that people were coming after him in the midst of his murder.
I don't give a shit what anybody has to say. I don't care what nobody has to say. Okay? Ronnie was in fear of his life, and Ronnie absolutely knew that they were coming for him. He had 2 scary moments where he called people that he cared about saying that they were after him. Chrisean's family was after him. That girl is demonic. That girl needs to be stopped, and that girl is going to hurt the baby, and we know that. So this is probably the second time that she has came out and said some innuendos or subliminals. I'm sick of her getting on blogs and talking about him. You are not cool with Ronnie's family. Ronnie's family don't with you at all. Okay? His aunt actually told me they want nothing. They don't want you even mentioning his name. They're so disgusted. They're so hurt. They're so in shock. They do not mess with her. She has never talked to them. She tried to say, and I think it was Nene Leakes' interview, that she spoke to Ronnie's family. That is a complete lie. I spoke to Ronnie's family. That is a complete and utter lie. They are waiting to strike. They are working with the police. They are giving them everything they know. They are waiting to strike, honey, to come take their grandson. That is what's going on.
So Jess is basically saying that they're waiting to strike. They're waiting to take down Chrisean. They want to get, justice for their grandson. And what's really crazy is later on in this same clip, Jess would basically say Chrisean was allegedly still in contact with Ronnie right up until the moment he died.
The cold part about this, you guys, is through this whole situation when Ronnie was still alive, he was still talking to Chrisean. She was still manipulating Ronnie to the very end, you guys. There be times that I would call Ronnie and his energy changed or his demeanor was different. And he would admit to me later on that he had been talking to her. And can you imagine having that demon in your ear? The worst thing Blueface and Ronnie had ever done is come across Chrisean. Blueface is in jail right now. Ronnie is not here with us right now. Never in a million years did any of us think that it could be taken to this. I'm so angry. I'm so hurt. I'm so disgusted in the media and the people that are making money off of this. I just can't even believe it.
It's crazy. So she would also touch on about how Chrisean would basically use Ronnie to threaten other people. And obviously, the rumor is that they caught a goddamn body together, and that he had taken the rap for her. She's in interviews accidentally saying, "Oh, when I killed the N-word, I mean my boyfriend." And it sounds like for a period of time Ronnie was the muscle, and then things went left and Ronnie was no longer.
It's just I was so disturbed by what I saw today. Like, this is the second time that she's got on and made some threats like this and is in her manic state and saying all this crazy bullshit. And it's like, which one is it? You Chrisean fans and you rock tars swear she had nothing to do with it. Leave it up to you guys. Ronnie was in the streets. Ronnie was a drug dealer. Ronnie brought this on themselves. If Ronnie has nothing to do with Chrisean and Ronnie have nothing to do with each other, then why is Chrisean online saying that Ronnie talked about my son, so now he's unalived? Which one is it? You cannot have it both ways. Either you had nothing to do with Ronnie's murder, you had absolutely nothing to do with it, then why are you online referencing Ronnie Doe passing away due to talking about your son? You cannot have it both ways. So when the rock tards get online and they're like, Ronnie's a drug dealer, Ronnie did this, Ronnie was in the streets, then why is your psychotic, demonic master bringing up Ronnie's name? Because if I had nothing to do with someone's murder, I wouldn't bring them up. I wouldn't talk about him. Girl, he's haunting your spirit. You cannot help but bring up Ronnie. Bitch, you don't sleep good at night. You don't even, I know every time you close your goddamn eyes, you see Ronnie's face. Girl, you have to. Every time you close your eyes, you see Ronnie's face. And I know you do. And I know you do. And your spirit will never rest until you are under that goddamn jail. Oh my God. Ronnie. And I know, like, it just breaks my heart the moment that shit happened to Ronnie. And I knew Ronnie in his heart knew that Chrisean did that shit, had to break his spirit. Because he, to the very end, loved that girl with all his heart. No matter.
It's tragic, right? It is so, so sad. And, you know, this has just been going around for quite some time. You know, this was 8 months ago, so bear in mind this has been going around for quite some time. And it's just, you know, it's not a secret, all right? It's been spread around there. It's been gone around. There's plenty of people commenting on this 8 months ago. And it's been a thing. So interestingly, okay, back in March of 2026, this year, there would be a back and forth, which I haven't talked about yet, when Blueface came out once again to reiterate that he was not Junior's father. And this got a response from Chrisean that I think is very interesting to look back on now. We have all this new information, right? It says, Chrisean reacts to Blueface saying he's not the father of Chrisean Jr. You denied him before. This is nothing new, she said, right? And people saying the baby looks just like Ronnie. I ain't gonna lie, looks looks way more like Ronnie than Blueface, in my opinion, okay? He said, let me clear something up. No one is denying anyone access out of spite. As a mother, my responsibility is to protect my child. Less than a week ago, my son was publicly disrespected from Blue, and I will never normalize that. You called him, both of us, dumb on Blackboy Max's stream, insinuating our kid is dumb. Then later after that, you made a statement about his hair. Recently, I was invited to multiple events and I respectfully declined his invitation. Since then, there have been attempts to provoke a response, including public statements that are simply not true. I'm not interested in going back and forth online. My focus is raising my son in peace, love, and protection. That will always come first. And so this is apparently a back and forth. They said, I'm not diminishing you as a father, but I'm not going to pretend everything is okay when you've repeatedly disrespected our son publicly for clout. Because of that, I don't trust you around him right now. If you want to lie about the world and deny him because you're upset about the boundaries I put in place, that's your choice. But my responsibility is protecting our child and keeping him away from the circus. This is a gaslighting on a level I didn't even know was possible. And it looks like she got blocked. It says, you lied before, you denied him before. It's nothing new. He just said, over. And he said, nobody is running from you. I simply put boundaries in. She's fucking insane, honestly. Because of the way you've treated me and our son, you keep making everything about you instead of acknowledging the harm that's been done. If I ask for time and space, respect that. I'm honestly still healing from the trauma of everything that's happened. The way that you're choosing to act will only harm you in the long run, not us. Lying to hurt us will just hurt you. Said, you just dissed him in that song and you talked about his hair. I believe you hate him, honestly, and I'm scared of you. You're capable of really hurting us for real. I don't know what trap you got. I be feeling like there's a demon in you that hates us. Don't you just hate when people like accuse other people? A lot of people just leak the truth. When people are liars and manipulators, they just leak the truth. They can't help it. You can't keep a lie hidden forever. And so many people, you know, they'll accuse their girl of cheating when they're the one that's really cheating. They're deflecting and they're leaking their own lies. clarifies, all right? She's talking about, I'm scared of you. You're capable of really hurting us. You're capable. What do you mean? You're scared? Lying to us will just hurt you. There's a demon in you. Okay. I think there's one person that's got a demon in them. You're literally saying anything to make me feel like I'm wrong for putting boundaries after countless times of you disrespecting our son. Keep saying our son. Keeps rubbing it in his face. This woman is a demon. I said I don't want to come Saturday because I can't and won't go. You're an evil individual. That doesn't deserve to be anywhere near our kid. Dissed him in a song and talked about his hair. Just leave us alone till you're a better person. Mark my words, you won't get the chance to hurt him again. So go be evil by yourself. Love his action. Your action shows you hate our kid. Oh, you don't got to worry about me bothering you or your son. That's all. I don't want nothing to do with the reputation that you guys have. He's not going for it. She is a master gaslighter. Keeps talking about our son, our son, our son. He's saying your son. I don't want nothing to do with it. It's bullshit. Said, I'm going to give you exactly what you're asking for. And then says, Jonathan, you're going up against God, not me. He's going to give you exactly what you're dishing out. On Jesus Christ, I can't be messed with by any demon. You got no power or authority. Be careful. Yeah, you God now. Stop talking to me, Chrisean. This woman is a fucking psychopath. Junior is not my Junior is not my biological son. R.I.P. to his father, Ronnie. I can no longer continue the plot. It doesn't feel right as a present father in all my kids' life to be desecrated as an absentee father to a child that's not biologically mine. I tried my best to fill in the blanks because his biological father is no longer with us, but I can't continue the plot if it doesn't feel right. She is a fucking demon. I'm not going to lie. She is an absolute demon. I cannot believe the pure evil that this woman seems to leak. All right, that's just my opinion. All right, based on what I've seen. But just recently, Wack 100 was asked by Adam22 if Chrisean would be getting arrested for the alleged murder. And obviously, Wack was early to a lot of these details. All right, Wack seems to always know. Like, Wack's always like a couple steps ahead of the mainstream media and everybody else. Okay, Wack seems to know some shit before everyone else does. And obviously, we want to know what Wack has to say about the potential arrest of this demon.
This is something you're uniquely equipped to talk about. Do you think that Chrisean Rock will be at some point charged with ordering the murder of Ronnie, her ex-boyfriend? That's the new theory everybody's running with.
Why are they running with that?
Because I guess
some nigga went on this shit is getting sickening. I'm the victim of this shit all the time.
Okay.
You had a nigga go on Instagram and say, the police called me and they said they want to talk to me. And the division is over there by Ronnie's house.
Yeah.
There's no proof. Had this dude went and talked to the police?
Nothing, I don't know.
So from this dude that don't nobody know, this is why Instagram is watered down. And like, I think motherfuckers just got this appetite for, we just wanted to be some shit. We want to talk about it. Because this dude that we don't know said the police called him, never mentioned Ronnie or Chrisean. Mm-hmm. But he said, but the division is by Ronnie's house. It has to be that. But yet he never comes back and says what happened when they talked to him. Uh-huh. And now the shit on No Jumper.
Right.
Come on, bro.
You don't think it's a valid
I don't know
thing?
what the fuck it is, bro, but what I'm saying is, we seen something with law enforcement saying the investigation is leading to?
Well, much like you do with everybody that you don't like, whose legal woes you chronicle online, we are trying to anticipate her being arrested.
We don't anticipate
murder by hire before it happens.
We don't anticipate. We have documents and information.
Right.
This one dude we don't know. Anybody know this dude?
Well, it's a theory, and we're all having a lot of fun with it.
It's not a theory. If dude would have never said what he said, nobody wouldn't be talking about it.
It is a theory. What he put out there is a theory.
No, he said the police. That's a lie.
Oh, okay.
If he telling it to police, tell him to come talk to him, and he owned what he owned, you don't think he'd have doubled back? He'd have showed himself walking in the police department.
I guess I just like the idea of Chrisean as a killer. Like, I just feel like Chrisean ordering murders, that's kind of fire. I'm into that idea.
Yeah, until a motherfucker order a murder on you.
No, I don't want that for sure, yeah. But, like, the idea of, like, her being, like, a female hit orderer, that's kind of cool.
I mean, listen, man, whatever the details are, they are. I will guarantee you this. If, in fact, she did participate in this and used one of these little dirty, grimy niggas and gave him a couple thousand, it will eventually come out. Don't nothing get done right unless you do it yourself.
That's how you feel?
I mean, bro, everything else is a risk.
When's the last time you ordered one?
I ain't never ordered one.
Never?
No need to.
Damn, you gotta get you one.
I ain't never ordered one. No need to.
So look, all right, I feel like Wack is playing it very safe. He's very smart. He's very precise with his words. He basically laid it out black and white. He's saying, look, I think this guy running around on Instagram's talking nonsense, but he made it very clear. If she ordered a hit, it will come out because somebody always talks. Somebody always tells. He didn't go as far enough as to say that he thinks that's what happened, even though it seems like he kind of made it very clear that he doesn't believe all this nonsense about, you know, Chrisean is Ace Blueface's baby. Come on, that's a load of nonsense, right? And he made it very clear the fact she didn't give a paternity test to Blueface was sus as hell. But she's saying if she ordered the hit, it's going to come out eventually, and I do agree with that. But anything in between right now is just speculation. So look, I think things are looking more and more sus. Chrisean has been very, very quiet. Everybody's watching her every move. There's rumors that she's in hiding, all right, that she's freaking out. She's having a meltdown behind the scenes because she is just terrified of this blowback. And I wonder if she's still planning on moving out the country. Last we saw her on stream, she talking about they moving out of America. Whoops, wasn't supposed to announce that to everybody. So I wonder if that plan is still happening. If I hear anything else, I'll be sure to let you guys know. And I'm a little bit behind on this story. I've been away for a few days for my birthday. I'm back with more content and more breakdowns. There's probably a few updates in this situation that are going to be coming in next week. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But thank you for watching this video. I'm out for now. Peace.